Welcome to Undiscovered Purpose Podcast. I am Lucas with my co-host. Let's
Nelly.
go. All right, so we're just gonna tell you a little bit about ourselves before we actually start talking about stuff here. Uh, we are actually drummers. Very crazily enough, both
Yes,
drummers.
both.
Do you wanna share the story of how you got into drumming? Then I'll go.
Yeah, sure. I started drumming when I was very young. I was in church and I saw drummer, and I was like, "Those are pretty dope." So I really hyper fixated on drumming. Then I got a drum set when I was 8 years old, and from there I just really started getting into it. So I've been a drummer since I was 8.
Dang.
Yeah.
I have a similar story. I'll tell you a little funny moment. I was at the Ocean City, Maryland, and you know the song Funky Town? I was
Yeah.
beeping that on the motorcycles. I was like, "Bap, bap, 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 bap," and my dad and mom were like, "Is he? He's doing that!" They were amazed. I was like three or
Lord.
something. I was very young,
That is
so I
so
always
cool.
had like the rhythm in me, and I
hmm
I didn't know exactly how I became a drummer. I just started drumming in elementary school, and then I always knew I wanted to do marching band when I got to high school. I just knew about it. I was like one of the only kids that knew about it. It was crazy. I would tell people
Yeah,
like, "You guys just do marching band?" Like, what are you talking about?
I have a similar experience because my sister was in marching
Yeah,
band when I was,
nobody really knows about marching band until they get to high school.
yeah, because
Except
I was
they are
exposed to it.
now more informed. We have middle schoolers now, but
Yeah,
it's more.
it's just
It
because we,
wasn't informed back when I was in middle school.
no, yeah,
It's definitely more informed. Yeah.
yeah, because my sister was in marching band, so I was exposed to it when I was in kindergarten.
Yeah.
So my entire elementary was I'm gonna do everything I can so I can get into marching band because I experienced it as a little kid. So I was like, all right, definitely want to do this when I get to high school.
Yeah. I see what you're saying there. Uh, you wanna go on the topic of I don't know. What do you want to go through here?
Hold on, I do not have the Google Doc open.
This is what I did when it happened.
I did exactly what you told me not to
I told you not to do this.
do. Okay, just tell them one of your jokes.
What jokes?
You have some funnies.
I have
You have some
funnies, but
funny.
you're putting me on the spot, Nelly.
So sorry.
You're putting me on the spot. What if we just talk about going to the topic of DCI?
Oh yeah, that's perfect.
Go ahead, talk about DCI. Tell them what
Well,
it is.
okay, so all right, I'm chewing. I need to stop. All right, so DCI is short for Drum Corps International, and basically it is professional marching band out the woodwinds. Um, so if you are what is the age? It doesn't it go from 13
I think
like
it's 16 to 21 you age out.
yeah, because you age out of DCI. You
Yeah.
can only march at a couple of years, technically. If you march when you're an actual adult, you only have a couple of years to march it. But if you get
Yeah.
in there when you're a teenager,
Yeah.
what about you, Lucas? Do you think you could see yourself marching DCI?
I've thought about it before, but it's more like the concept like it's a lot of dedication,
Yeah.
and I feel like I would be down to do it. I've thought about doing it, but I'm probably not gonna end up doing it. If I do, that's great. But I'm
Yeah.
probably I considered it. But what about you?
I definitely have considered it, and I feel like it's kind of like, oh, after high school, like you go march like at Jersey Surf, or you march one of those close by.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it's kind of like, especially in our marching band,
Yeah.
it's very like you should march a DCI or a WGA
WGA.
or WGI. Sorry,
It's all right. It's all right.
because there's DCA and then W.
Yeah. DCA is more local.
I like DCA.
Drum Corps Association. It's called. Has a weird name to it. I could.
But with WGA, GI, oh my gosh, you
There you
don't
go.
age out.
Yeah, you don't. No, you could just do indoor pretty much forever. I mean, there is like a certain age, but like it's kind of vague.
It is.
Yeah.
That's professional marching for you.
Yeah, it is. What's your favorite drum corps?
Um, I love. You're gonna hate me. I love blue coats.
I'm not hating you for loving Blue Coats. Blue Coats is good.
'Cause they are so good,
They
and
are.
I
They,
can't eat. They're like considered overrated, like
yeah,
in the
they
liking
are.
scale. They're just so good.
I might have to say one of my favorites is Crown, Carolina Crown,
That's
which
my
is
second favorite.
obviously is one of the best ones, but it's they're still amazing. Their warm ups, their wins are insane.
You know what? Scratch that. They are my first on the list.
All
Like,
right, that's what
yeah,
I'm
I
saying.
love that video. It's like Brown drops the
Oh,
hammer in
oh my
Houston.
God, I remember that video. That video is amazing.
I like cry every time I watch that video.
Yeah. So I am a bass drummer and Nelly is a snare player. Nelly was on bass line with me, to be fair.
Yeah, that was a freshie.
Yes. Jeez.
Oh my gosh. That was great. That was a great season. I really enjoyed
that
it.
was that was a fun season.
It was we knew everything. Like we knew what we were supposed to do immediately.
Yeah, pretty
So
much.
after that, it was just so much fun.
Yeah.
What about you? How do you feel your senior year?
Ah man, you gotta do this to me. All right. I mean, it's gonna be sad when I leave.
It is.
It's that I'm definitely gonna try to come back and watch you guys, but like realizing I didn't real it didn't hit me to the first competition when Archer was talking to us, which is one of our directors. Um, he was talking. He was like, "We did really good." And I like started to tear up a little bit. I'm like, I'm not crying. I don't know. I mean, it's sad. I mean, it's my last year here because I've been here since I was in
Like,
eighth grade.
I was gonna say you've been here for
Yeah, 5 years, technically
years.
4, because we had a year where we didn't really do much. It's a
The
COVID, but
uptown.
no, don't, no, we don't talk about that year though. we don't mention the Uptown fucking High Hopes year.
Any song could have been picked, and they chose High Hopes.
And Uptown Funk. I can no longer listen to them songs without thinking about that year.
It's like I was like, at least they didn't choose Happy, because I feel like if that would be so.
Yeah. One of the other songs I can't listen to is you know what song? Ba 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 ba.
Living on the
I
Praise.
can't, cause we do it for parades now, and I can't listen to it. I listen to it, I'm like, I feel like I have to play my notes for it.
Right? Like I
Like I
do
think
this
about, yeah,
splits the boop 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 boop,
yeah,
boop.
the 8 split we had for it.
And then we try to add twos, and it kept
It's
messing it
so
up.
it was really bad when we tried to add twos.
I kept messing it up. I was like,
Yeah, I
this is the
know.
most simple thing I could possibly play.
Yeah. just can't listen to that song whatsoever.
Neither. It's like I loved that song too, and I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be great. We're playing one of my favorite songs." And then after that parade, I was like, "I never want to listen to Bon Jovi again."
It's the whole song. It's just bop 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 bop.
And then
That ba. The chorus section. It's like ba ba.
I went
Oh
in on
yeah,
that
we were
song.
going ham. And the freaking New Holland parade. Oh my god, we've never done that
I-
again. New
I'm
Holland
so
parade is on
happy.
a Wednesday night, and we got home at 1 a.m. I got home at 1 a.m. I don't know about the rest of them, but I got home at 1 a.m. What?
Then there's the Thursday rule where if you miss practice on Thursday, you can't
Oh,
perform on the football games.
oh. So you have to be there Thursdays.
Yeah, like if you skip school, sleep, and like recover from the New Holland parade, you couldn't because if you didn't go to school, you couldn't perform on Friday.
Yeah. Everyone was dead practice Thursday. I remember that day. Like the quads were dead. Like they were out.
Oh my
I
gosh.
remember
Yeah.
base 5 being dead. Base 4 was pretty dead.
I would be dead. I had base one, but I would have still died.
Yeah.
The base one days.
The
You
base
ever on
1
base one?
days. I was never. I was only ever on 5. We had
Oh,
6 bases and we were still on 5. I was still on 5.
oh my
But and
gosh.
then I moved up to 2 last year, as you know.
Mm.
And still am on 2. I've never played anything else besides a base. But
Have you ever won?
I've wanted to do other things, but I'm like I might as well stick with it now cuz
Mm.
base is just so fun
Oh my
and
gosh,
it's so
yeah.
complicated too. Not
Yeah,
saying
it's
that other drums are complicated or not complicated.
oh, I feel like every instrument, like definitely every instrument is complicated in its own way, but
Yeah.
drums is
Drums are the hardest ones.
yeah, when I switched over to snare, I was like, I'll pick up on this fast. I'm already a drummer. I did not pick up on it fast.
Yeah, like switching from bass to snare.
I
That's
was like,
also the thing about just like staying with bass. I'm like, I know what I'm doing. I might as well get better at it.
hmm. Yeah, once I graduate and like I go to college, I'm definitely gonna march bass again because it's great, and I would love
Yeah.
to just really like get really good at bass.
Yeah. Where should we go from here?
I don't know. I'm looking at the dock. I finally found the dock. It was in my
Yeah,
deleted.
I see your thing up there.
It was in my deleted stuff.
Yeah, that's not good.
Sorry.
Okay, what are you interested in? Just as what do you want to go into after high school?
Um, as of recently, I
Oh,
think I, as of recently, I had a mini midlife crisis at ripe teenage year. So I think I want to be an English major.
hmm,
Um, that's all I have to say. That's what I think.
that's it. Just English major.
That's it.
You
That's
know what
it.
field you want to go into, like teaching or?
Probably most likely teaching.
Yeah,
I did, yeah. If not English, probably music teacher. But
yeah, I've thought about doing a teaching history, but I don't know.
like, what would be your
Yeah.
dream? Like, if you could just hand it to you, what would be like your dream job?
Ha, dream job. Oh wow. That was a hard one because like I'm really into photography, but I wouldn't just want to be handed to be like this crazy photographist. But the
Hmm.
dream job I would probably just be like a tech at a DCI. or something
Oh
crazy
man,
like that. Just tech bases.
that is so true.
Yeah,
It's a good answer. I like that answer.
yeah. What about you?
Um, Probably like I don't know. Like I really don't know. Like
That's
my
fair.
dream job, it varies from like day to day. So honestly, right now, if I had like a dream job, I'd be an art teacher in like
Yeah.
somewhere around the world. Alright, my dog is ripping something. Give me
Oh,
five
I
seconds.
hear it in the background. Yeah, I. Well, now we're waiting for Nelly here. Okay, never mind. She's back. We're waiting for Nelly here. I'm just not. I don't know.
I had to yell at him real quick. We
Oh,
good
whoa.
though.
Oh. She left the mic on.
I would not have left the mic over that.
Oh.
Wait, no, I do not abuse animals. I'm gonna put that on the
No,
record.
no, no. Nelly does not abuse animals.
I just had to
Not at.
correct.
Yes, there was a bag being ripped up that shouldn't have been ripped up.
Oh my gosh, he does not listen. Hold on.
Oh boy. Just throw the bag out or something. Like, get rid of the bag.
Okay, he got into the trash. That's what the problem
Oh
is.
my god.
Okay, he does not want to listen, so I'm gonna ignore it. So
Yeah, just ignore it for now.
I'm gonna ignore it for now.
Uh, I don't know. What do you want to switch to here? We can go on the video game topic, maybe. Something like that.
That'd be dope. Let's do it.
Alright, well, what kind of games are you playing? I've never really talked about
Uh,
this with you, I'm gonna be honest.
it's true. We haven't really talked. We mostly just talk drums and like
Pretty
photography.
much.
That's what we only talk about. But
Yeah,
like video game wise, I'm an avid player of Minecraft,
that is
and
fair.
yeah, I mostly just play Minecraft. Anything on like the GameCube has really been what
Yeah,
I
GameCube was really fun back in the day.
like. That's what like I love coming home and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go on my GameCube because I have one and I can do that.
Yeah.
That was a flex. That was a flex. I'm just saying. What about you, Lukey?
I'm very much a gamer. I have a Switch and I have this laptop that I'm currently recording on that has Steam. A lot of games on there. At least 30 some. I have at least 40 some on my Switch. And I have so many hours cranked out. Ones I'm most recently playing is Splatoon 3, just came out like a couple weeks ago.
Valid.
Valid. And I was going to try to play uh, Gotham Knights, but that game is actually not come out yet. It's coming out October 21st. It's not sponsored video, by the way. I'm just saying. So I started playing Arkham Knight.
Oh!
I want to play Gotham Knights so bad though, because it didn't come out yet. I'm really sad.
I
I
yeah,
thought it came out a while ago, but apparently not.
I honestly when you said that, I was like, isn't it out already? And I
It's not.
was
That's what I
thinking about
thought. I thought it was already out already, because I would have been cranking that out, but apparently it's not out. Because I was like, I'm gonna buy this the other day. I was like, oh, it's not out. That's great. So I'll probably
when I was
pre-order it someday here. Go ahead.
I no, you're good.
No, no, no,
I have
continue.
to. No, you good. You good. You good.
No,
You good.
I'm done talking. Continue.
I I don't have like a gaming console other than like the GameCube, like I said, but
That's fair.
still, like I once I get like my computer fixed and stuff like that, I'm gonna be just cranking
Cranking
games
Steam
that I've missed
games,
out on.
Ubisoft.
Like my sister was like when I get the like when she gets the PS5 that she says
Oh
she'll
my
give me
god.
her PS4. So I'm like gonna crank out like all the games that I can.
Yeah.
Gonna be starting with Arkham Knight.
Yeah, I want to start playing the older ones cuz the Arkham Origins cuz those ones were actually good.
Those ones were like the graphics were pretty good
Yeah,
for
they're
what it
decent
was.
for the time that they were made.
Hmm. I'm a big fan of the Batman. The Lego Batman games are
Oh my
great too.
god, don't even get me started. I
We used to-
started yeah. I think I started on 2 on the Wii, but
mm.
I've got the third one and I've played that heck out of that one. Oh my god, just Lego Indiana Jones, you ever played that one?
No, I didn't even know they had one.
Oh my god, there's so many. I've played so many Lego games on the Wii growing up.
The Lego games. My cousin gave me a bunch of his games the one time because he
Yeah,
was like, "I grew out of these, and you still have a Wii, and we don't. So here you go."
yeah.
So he like had like the um Marvel Lego game.
Ah,
I
yeah.
forget
I
what
didn't
it
realize that one was
was.
on the Marvel superheroes.
Yeah, Marvel Superhero
Like all
Brawl
the
or
Marvel.
something.
Oh, what the? Oh, it's some kind of like fighting game.
Yeah, it was kind of
All
like
right.
Smash in a way.
Oh, yeah. I played Brawl on Smash on the Wii.
Yeah, I've my cousins would bring over their controllers and we would all play. It was so much fun.
Never got to
Old
play
days.
Smash on the Wii U. Don't really miss it. Don't really miss out on that because I have Smash Ultimate on my uh, Nintendo Switch.
Hmm.
I
Yeah,
mean, the Wii
I
U in general, kind of
kind of
fickle.
mid.
It was kind of mid, exactly.
Yeah, like when it came out, I was like, looks.
Like it was a cool concept. It was a cool concept, and
Yeah,
then they
like
took
it
it
kind
like
of reminded me of
10
DS.
step further with the Wii, with Nintendo Switch, not the Wii. I'd be going back.
Yeah, it reminded me of like a DS and Wii mixed together, and it just didn't work.
It's the pre Nintendo Switch. That's basically what it was.
Yeah, like it was the concept art.
Yeah, that was the concept art for the Nintendo Switch. Except the Nintendo Switch is a lot smaller, but still
Yeah,
can dock and everything like that.
the Nintendo Switch is so cool. Like,
It is.
so many options that you can do with it.
Yeah, there's so much stuff. Hmm. Why don't we just flip around?
What movies are you into?
I was gonna start.
Oh wait.
I'm like a big fan of Marvel.
Yeah,
Uh, Not to hate on Marvel, but I mean, it's starting to go. They're pumping out a bunch of stuff, and I feel like they're not taking as much time with it as they used to. And it's
that
kind of
is
going a
factual.
little bit downhill. Like, not to hate on She-Hulk, but She-Hulk, I
It's
don't.
not that good.
It's not that good. The cameos are great. That's pretty much the only thing that's actually good. Like Wong was great. I
Yeah,
don't
and like how
actually.
they brought.
I watched like the first 3 or 4 episodes. Then I just stopped watching it because I was like, it's not even that like it's like talking to the camera and stuff, which is like a cool element, but I don't know, it just really didn't play off that well.
Yeah, and like I watched WandaVision, and then that was it. Like after
Yeah,
that,
WandaVision, they did good with WandaVision.
that was so good. And then I just stopped watching the shows. But then I realized when you would watch the movies that they would come out, that like a Doctor Strange,
Yeah,
you had to like you have to watch the shows because they're canon to the
yeah, you
universe.
have to, because if you just watch the New Doctor Strange movie, Multiverse Madness, you're not gonna really understand because you don't watch WandaVision.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, I'm sure they're gonna come out with another Hulk movie, and that's why they're making She-Hulk.
yeah,
So, like you said, I watched the first couple of episodes, and I was like, it's okay. Like, It's
That's
not all
like the
that.
only series that's like not the best. Have you seen Thor: Love and Thunder yet? The new Thor movie?
No, I have not.
It's kind of mid, in my
It
opinion.
is?
It's like it's good. No. It's good with the whole aspect of Jane being like the new Thor and stuff.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's just like because the Guardians are in it. They're not in it for
Hmm.
long, but I feel like there's it's not much. It is action, but I feel like it's more on the comedic side of things,
Hmm.
where it's like overly comedic. I'm like, wow. It's a good movie. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like it was just too comedic
Yeah,
in the sense
I
of the
hate
other Thor movies being like actual serious.
because like this like you could expect the Spider-Man movies to be comedic.
Yeah, yeah, that's
'Cause
always
he's
a
a
guarantee.
yeah, 'cause he's a kid. And like you can expect the Guardians of the Galaxy
Yeah,
to be comedic. But Thor? Like I know he has this funny side, but like
yeah. I feel like it was like it was funny at times, but I feel like it just got to the point where it's like, all right, like,
okay,
this
let's
is
get serious now.
let's actually get to the action part. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that's
weird.
I have to watch it. My dad loves Thor,
Yeah,
and
it's a
so like
decent movie.
yeah, like I don't want to watch it without him,
Oh
so
yeah,
I'll definitely have to watch it with him and you know.
yeah. He might he might say some stuff about it.
Because my dad is very like unintentionally he'll say some things that I'm like, whoa, you can't say that in the 21st century. We saw the trailer. He was like, a woman Thor?
Oh
How
boy.
dare they? And I was like, relax, relax. This is not the 1950s,
Oh my god.
okay?
That is interesting.
Like, if you opened a comic book, you would know that woman Thor
It's
is canon.
yeah, that's been in the comics forever.
Same with She-Hulk. And he was like, why do they keep putting women in this movie?
He's never seen the comics.
I was like, you said you've never read the comics, have you?
There's literally been comics of these. That's where MCU is just they've just been making movies about the comics basically.
Which I like.
Yeah,
I
I
really
love that
like that.
aspect. Like with the whole Secret Invasions stuff they're putting in with the scroll,
Yeah.
with the yeah, them people, the scroll I think they're called.
Have you heard the theory? Do you know how like there's like
I've heard so many theories. I don't know.
yeah, it's the one where
Which one?
you know the one you know the things that are like um oh my gosh, what are they called? The all seers or something? Like they see everything?
Yeah.
Yeah, like they're in space and they like know everything. There's like a theory that Stan Lee is supposed to be one of those,
Oh,
and
okay.
that's why he's in every movie.
I don't know about that now. Hold on. Where are you getting
I
these?
know that,
I mean,
yeah,
could be possibility.
yeah, and I get like why they would have his cameo in like every MCU movie, because obviously like that's he's the creator.
Yeah.
But I would like to think that his character is supposed to be an all-seer. Like,
I mean, pretty
makes
much
sense.
is.
Yeah,
He's
because he's
everywhere.
just appears.
Yeah. Have you seen the new Black Panther Wakanda Forever trailer?
I did.
Oh my god, it's so good.
It's so good. I love the way it starts.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my gosh.
It's gonna be action packed.
It's gonna be the redeeming movie for sure.
Yeah. There's gonna be there was a theory out there where there might be like multiple Black Panthers.
Oh,
Yeah. Cuz you know how the Black Panther in the trailer is clearly a girl.
yeah.
There's a theory that it might be. And also I saw this video where well as the Black Panther comes down, it's like the theme of the Dora Milaje, which are like
Mm,
the yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
yeah.
So there's a theory that the one leader of them might be it. But there's also the theory of like uh the other I don't remember what her name is, but the other girl that
Shuri?
No, not Shuri, the other girl. I don't remember her name.
Oh, is it the warrior or his girlfriend?
His girlfriend.
Can't remember.
Yeah,
Yeah.
his girlfriend in Black Panther movie
Hmm.
might also be because she was once a part of the Dora Milaje.
Yeah.
So yeah, that also could. I'm really excited to see what they do with that movie because it's gonna be really good.
Yeah, it's like with these new Marvel movies, I've been like, oh, I'll just wait till they're on like HBO Max or Disney Plus, but
Yeah,
that's definitely one I want to
no,
see in
that's I
theaters for
definitely
sure.
want to see that. I try to see most of them in theaters
Yeah,
because
that's
I
what
usually
me.
go with my dad.
Yeah, I usually go with my
Yeah,
dad and my
it's like a. I
sister.
feel like Marvel is like mostly like a dad thing. It's been for me at least.
Yeah.
Me and my dad always been good. Loved the MCU.
And my mom, she likes to tag along. She likes
Yeah,
to tag along.
my mom does sometimes tag along.
It's mostly like I used to big a oh, I used to cannot speak English.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I used to be a big anti of Marvel when I was like younger. 'Cause I was like, "Oh, DC is the best. DC is the best."
Ah, yeah,
Now I'm like, I need to see every Marvel movie in theaters and
yeah. DC's just like Marvel's on a whole another level from DC.
oh my
Like
gosh, yeah.
even with the comics.
Yeah,
Like
like
no hate on the DC, but I mean
hey, we love DC.
we do
Especially,
love DC.
yeah. I just feel like could use better directors for their movies.
Definitely. Like, have you
And
seen the Zack Snyder's cut of Justice League?
oh, but I did see clips
I've
and
seen
I'm so
clips of
mad I
it
haven't seen
too, cause it's a really good movie of how the Justice League movie should have been.
it. Right.
Because they
And
add in the element of Darkseid actually fighting the Justice League, which
yeah,
is
and
really cool.
for me when I saw Justice League, like just the regular one, I was like, are you kidding me? Like this is there's so much potential
Yeah, like they only
for
brought
this
in
movie.
like the Darkseid kind of just like threw Steppenwolf at him and then they defeated him, but
Yeah, and like with the Zack Snyder cut, I have every intention on watching it.
yeah,
It is like a 4 hour film.
it is.
And
It's pretty long.
I don't just have 4 hours to watch a
Yeah,
movie.
you don't really have
But
time, especially with band and stuff.
this band is 4 hours, so
Yeah, band is well 3.
three, yeah,
Well,
tech.
basically 4 because we have to get there super early.
Yeah. I'm counting of when we were there at like 5, but
Yeah,
one
that's
day
fine.
when I have 4 hours to watch a film, I will watch
Someday
it.
I will watch it. I swear.
Promise. I'm not a poser.
I feel that. Uh, why is ASMR in the? Why'd you write this down?
Can we not take out ASMR?
I mean, I don't mind it being in there.
I think we put it in there as one of our joke things,
Yeah, we
and
took a
then
bunch out from this docs because we put a bunch of stuff that we like shouldn't actually talk about on the podcast.
it was just a bunch of like us just ranting to each other through a Google Doc.
what about what about the hot band men and women? Are we gonna
We did
talk
not.
about that? You want to talk about that one? Let's talk about it for a second.
Um, unless we're talking about Ryan from Blue Coats who played the guitar solo, then
Oh, okay, that's fair. That's fair.
that was pretty nice.
What's going on in the background? Is that a water bottle?
My dog discovered a water bottle.
This is
Please
great.
go away. Bentley.
You got any cool stories from band you want to share? I don't know, I'm just
Um,
spitballing. It's kind of hard to think of
I
them on the top of the head.
you know I do. I definitely do.
I
I
got
think what I think
good.
the coolest one, huh?
Go ahead. No, no,
Oh,
continue.
sorry. I thought you were saying, and I was like, oh, what? No, okay. I think like the coolest one is when Ace, base 5 from
Mhm.
last year, who went to base 1 for indoor,
Yeah.
he kick flipped a 2x4
I
and
wasn't
landed
there
it.
for that. I wasn't there for that, but I heard about it. I heard
It
about
was
it.
so funny, and it was just such an epic moment that it's forever will resonate with me.
Yeah, it
So
is.
great.
I got a bunch of funny ones.
Yeah, tell us
So
some
one
funnies.
of them, I was an eighth grader, right? So
Mhm.
they accidentally like, you know how they have the name tags on the garnet bags?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they put Jacob Bechtel, and I didn't have the courage to tell them. So it was just an ongoing joke. And this one senior named Lindsay, she came up to me, right? And she's like, Jacob. And then she like laughed. And now I was just like frozen. And then she like walked away. And I didn't know what to say. Because I barely talked to anyone in my eighth grade year. It was,
Jacob.
it was just really, I didn't, it was funny now looking back on it, but I was like I don't know if I was, because I knew it was on there. And then she found out, I was like, oh. It's like, okay. I don't
They
know what
had
to do.
Jacob on
Yeah,
your car.
and then the person Pam fixed it, and then it still said Jacob. They
Still had
changed they changed it back to Jacob. I think last year they actually finally fixed it.
seriously.
But it was Jacob for like my eighth grade and freshman year. I was like, why?
That is so funny.
It was super. It was great.
Just Jacob.
Jacob.
That's so
I
great.
don't know.
You're like, I don't know why my name is like.
I don't know, man. What about the time about the what? I don't remember what football game it was. Remember the kid that came up and was like scoreboard?
Oh, the scoreboard kid?
Yeah, the scoreboard kid.
Funny story. I was having like mini like panic attack that from like from personal reasons. I was not mentally okay at
Yeah.
that football game, and we were in like a corner, and I was with Sarah, who is a senior, and she's helping me out, and he just comes up to us and he's like, "Scoreboard! Scoreboard! Look at the scoreboard!" I think it was Ethan. He came up. He's like, "Shut up! You're like 5." I think that
That's
was
one of
really
the
funny.
that was all told. That's the story is still told today. It is so
We, s-
funny.
we
And then
still go to football
the rest
games.
of the season, we were just like scoreboard.
Scoreboard. We're like at competitions
Yeah.
because we were undefeated, so we'd be like, "Scoreboard."
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I love the whole scoreboard bit. That
Yeah, there's
is,
so many funny stuff that happens at band
oh my gosh, I love band.
that
Sometimes I'm
you
like,
wouldn't
I hate
realize
it.
like being outside of band. Sometimes I do hate it too. I get what you're saying there.
Yeah.
Like
You and me bond over hating
we
band.
do. We're like, I don't want to be here today. That's like same. Ellie's like same. I don't want to be here. And then we just go about the day and we're like, ah.
Like, I don't want to be here, but
But
I'm
at
gonna
the
play this
but at the
rep
end of the
so good.
day, it works out. You know, it's all fun.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Just the
May go home
progression.
crying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I may go home crying, but
That's fair.
you know what? I still showed up and I still did the thing, as Jay
Yeah.
would say.
I'm gonna look at the Google Docs.
Board.
Yeah, that. Uh, huh. I don't know. What do you
It's
think?
hard because like this is our like introduction
I
to
know
everyone. So, like,
it's kind of we're just kind of talking. I mean, that's all pretty much this is gonna be for the other ones. We're probably gonna add in guests eventually. I plan on to at least, if I can find
That'll be
people that have time.
acts because everyone works on
Everyone works
Wednesdays.
on Wednesdays. I'll probably find if I can get someone to like take off, that would be really dope.
That would be amazing. Or we could even we could record on like a Sunday.
Yeah, we can switch the recording schedule for that.
Yeah, like if we want to guest, sure, we could like
You'd have to
record on like
record
a
on a
Sunday.
different day, yeah.
hmm
But yeah. I don't know what else we can talk about.
All I'm looking at is lore, and I can't remember what we meant by lore.
I think we just meant lore in general, just any lore, like FNAF or like.
What's your favorite lore, like of
What's my
anything?
favorite lore? I don't know. I feel like FNAF lore is very deep. It
It
goes deep
is.
for
It's
real
so
though.
interesting.
Like I barely played FNAF games growing up, but I've watched videos about the lore and I've seen people play the games. I did play the first one. I didn't get completely through it, but the game is very good. All of the games are.
Very.
And the lore just
I
goes in so deep.
It does, and it's never not interesting.
It's
It
never
keeps you on
just
your toes
it
the
just
whole
keeps
time.
going.
Like, this guy Afton shows up in every game, and he's been
Yeah,
dead for like
pretty
50
much.
years.
And just like the element of people basically controlling and their souls being lived inside of these animatronics,
hmm
and like the whole story with William Afton's children. It's
Yeah, like
crazy
how
too.
his own creation killed him and
Yeah,
his family.
and pretty much his entire family.
Because, this guy, Michael, even
Oh,
he died
Michael.
from the creation because he
Yeah,
died from, Scoop, which was
yeah,
made by the same company that
yeah.
William worked for. Oh, that is so deep. Like,
It's yeah. It's so deep. It's just
oh, crazy. Game is not for kids.
it's not. People may say that sometimes, but it's definitely not.
It's like I should
Especially if
not
you
have
know
been
the lore
7 years
about it.
old.
If you know like the backstories, especially.
Mm-hmm. I just remember being at like a cookout at at my cousin's house, and her son was like, "Have you seen this game?" And I was like, "No." And he just like was like glued to the couch because it was like if you leave, I'm gonna turn off the lights. And we were watching like the FNAF jump scares.
Oh my god.
I was in tears. It was scary. But now I love the game, so
Yeah.
it's fine.
Yeah.
Great exposure to
What
the
kind of
game.
music do you listen to, Nelly?
I listen to everything. I listen to a lot of everything, for sure. Like,
Yeah.
really, I've been into like um 2014 pop. Today
I
has
feel
just
that.
been
Oh,
playing it
okay.
all day. But like yesterday,
Yeah.
I was listening to like 2005, like I don't know what it is, it like teen angst or something.
Mm.
I don't know what the technical
Not
musical
sure.
term for it
Yeah.
is, but like it changes on a basis. But what about you, Lukey?
Uh, that's another thing. All the people at band call me Lukey.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Nelly would definitely call me that most of the time.
Yeah, I forgot
Cause
to
she's
clarify that.
no, it's okay. They'll get used to it.
They will.
Uh, yeah, I growing up growing up around my dad, I got into a lot of rock.
Mhm.
He'd used to blast the music when we were in a car together, especially like uh coming back from like a basketball game and that kind of stuff. But yeah, mostly rock. Uh, I mean, I have expanded out so much now. Really like jazz, mostly
Yeah.
instrumental jazz. I don't really like when they have lyrics.
Valid.
Uh, what else? I would have to say the one thing I don't like is like country. I'm not a very big country fan. I do
Yeah,
like some
that's
country, but I don't like most of it. Like some of the old songs of country is good. I
that's like a
mostly
select
just listen
few.
to yeah, I just mostly listen to old songs basically. I do listen to like new songs. I have a playlist called Bops, and whenever I found a song that goes in the genre of bop, I'll add it to the playlist. And those are
Valid.
few songs that I listen to that are like hip hop. And I have a lo-fi playlist. That one's pretty good.
That's the one thing I couldn't get into was lo-fi.
Yeah, lo-fi. Yeah, lo-fi is hard to get into. It's mostly just chill, relaxing music.
It's like, why is this song crunchy? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah. I know what you mean by that.
who edited this song to be crunchy? I want to talk to them.
It's meant to be like that. Yeah.
I know what you mean about country though, because like I only if I'm listening to country, it's gonna be like old school Dolly Parton. That's
Yeah,
it.
I feel that.
Like old school Carrie Underwood and Miranda Lambert, and that's it. Other than that, I cannot stand country.
Yeah, I get that. Uh, not sure. See, this is the thing. We didn't write a lot down. We've talked about most of the topics that we've written down. Besides, like, afterlife. Do you want to just go on a rant about that? We're just gonna do it. We're just go. What
Gonna
is your?
get into the deep stuff.
Yeah, we're gonna get deep here for a minute. Okay. What is your opinions on what happens when we die? What do you think happens, in your opinion?
Well, you know, I am a practicing Christian,
Yeah.
so I do believe that heaven and hell exist.
Yeah.
So that's all I'm gonna say on that because it could get controversial,
Yeah.
and I do not want to start that.
I feel that.
So that's all I'm gonna say, and
Yeah.
that's
I'm not
just.
much religious myself. I do
Hmm.
believe in heaven and hell also, but it's sort of like mixed, cause the whole afterlife thing is no one knows actually what happens,
Yeah.
and it's crazy. Some people have seen glimpses of what it has.
Yeah, like for sure. I've heard of those like
Yeah,
stories.
near death experiences. Their heart stopping for like 2 or 3 minutes, and then them telling people what they've seen in that time. But
Hmm.
we really never know until we actually, die.
What's that time?
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole thing with like afterlife is just
Yeah.
like there's like a whole theory of like purgatory,
Yeah.
like in between. So it's like really it varies on every person what they
Pretty
believe the
much.
afterlife is like, or if even if they do believe in afterlife too. Um,
Yeah. All right.
sorry, my dog is discovering into
Your
my room.
dog is discovering things.
He's discovering my laptop. Stop.
No. I don't know. Talk about photography.
Could. That would be.
Let's do that. So I want to actually be a photographist, as you would call it, sort of. I don't know the exact term. That's what I want to do after high school. Oh, I'm sort of gonna do it on the side because you kind of have to start it till you get your name out there. I've talked to people
So,
about this that were into photography. Kind of have to like, yeah, magazines will, take your photo and put your name there or whatever, but you really have to get like super known to start making your business and actually being
yeah,
a photographist.
photography is really like it's kind of like what's the word? Kind of like Etsy in a way.
Yeah, I see that.
Like it's as much as small businesses.
Yeah,
I feel yeah, like it's hard to get your name out there, but once you do, you're set for
yeah.
sure.
It's very fun to take pictures.
What
I
made you
haven't.
get into photography? Oh, sorry, go
Oh,
ahead.
yeah, no, 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 no. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, so what made me get into photography was I don't know. I've always liked taking pictures, but I really started to get really into when I started taking pictures more, and I took a class in it last year. Uh, that was really fun. So
Yeah.
yeah, and then I just learned more about cameras and stuff, and I soon want to start editing, but I don't have a lot of time right now. But I want to try to start editing stuff. I haven't really went on like a anywhere to take pictures in a little while. I want to try to. My mom's talking about maybe going to the Renaissance this weekend. I think that would be really fun.
Ooh,
I've never
that would
been
be
to
very,
one,
very fun.
so yeah.
We should talk about it next recording.
Oh my god, I'll update you about
Update us on
it. My
the Ren Fair.
Renaissance experience. First timer too.
That is, get a turkey leg and like eat it.
I'm going to. I'm so excited to get a turkey leg. I've told they're salty, but I don't mind. I've heard they're
Oh my,
salty from people, but I don't mind the salt. I'll eat a turkey leg.
have you heard like off topic,
Yeah.
but like people hate turkey. They're
Why?
like, oh, I hate turkey on Thanksgiving. I'm like,
Why do
it's
they
the
hate
best.
turkey on Thanksgiving? Where are you getting this from?
Like, I'm sorry that you had a bad turkey experience, but I'm gonna make sure that wherever I'm going for Thanksgiving is gonna have a turkey because
Yeah, turkey's
it's
just it's just like the tradition of it. Yeah.
exactly like. Oh, for those of you that don't know, I am Hispanic, so turkey is very American food
Yeah.
for my family. So like, my dad is like, why aren't we eating rice and ham and like Spanish ham? And I'm
Yeah.
like, no, we need to have turkey on Thanksgiving.
Yeah. I can't relate to that at all, but I see what you're saying there.
You're like, I
I am
cannot
very
relate.
white. Actually, red sometimes. I burn easily, but yeah, be the lobster with the drumline sometimes.
Lobster Lukey.
I burn, so there's so many pictures of me like just straight red faced. Did I say that? Straight red faced? Is there
Yeah,
anything wrong with saying that?
nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
It's just goofy.
It's goofy aha moment.
Goofy awe moment with Lucas.
Yeah, pretty much. Especially during band camp. Oh my god. I put
Oh my
sunscreen on,
gosh.
but I still burn. I didn't actually get burnt as much as I did last year.
Last year
Truth
you
be
were
fair,
literally,
it was bad last year. My skin was
literally
I think I
lobster.
got sun poisoning at one point. It was bad.
Oh.
Yeah. Got like the bubbles on your back. Uh,
Oh my gosh.
it sucked.
The only tan I get at band camp is a sock tan.
Yeah, I'll get no tan. I get every tan, but it's just like red, and
It's
then
just,
the rest of it's just white.
you just get red. That's patriotic though. That's patriotic.
I'm being
Red and white,
patriotic. I'm
red,
being
white, and
American by getting sunburnt. Yes.
it's like
I'm just gonna check the
that's
time. I don't want to open OBS, but I'm opening OBS.
I'm gonna open OBS.
We're at 55 minutes. You want to wrap it up here?
Yeah, that's fine. We've talked about pretty much
Yeah,
everything.
pretty much we. So what the main thing is here, if anybody's ever gonna watch this, put in the comments of what you guys want us to talk about. We'll talk about it, cause we need more topics to talk about. We're gonna run out of ideas at some point.
Yes, and
So
like if there
please,
is anything you would like us to feature,
yes,
it's like a tradition, but I guess something that is featured on every episode would be really great to know as well.
yeah. I feel we gotta start up the quote of the. Not my Snapchat going off.
Oh,
We gotta start off the quote of the day next week. We have that down on the Google Docs. We're gonna start that. That's gonna be fun.
I'm excited for that one.
Yeah. I think we'll call it there.
Yep, that's our outro gonna be.
I don't know. How do we end this? I don't know how to end this. Just start screaming. Just ah, oh,
Ah!
oh,
Ah!
oh,
Ah!
ah.